Well, we're fucked, aren't we? Pretty much. Absolutely fucked. Might as well scrap the fucking car at this point. Cool.
Afternoon for a change.
I know,
Not
afternoon.
morning.
It's not morning. We're not actually starting a job first thing in the morning for once. We are starting it in the afternoon. Today we have in an 8P RS3 for a BC install, top mount chop.
Again.
Top mount chop, rear lower arms and a full setup. So yeah, quite a big job. Okay, let's make this look a bit prettier on here, just so. Touch-up pen, a bit of stuff. Just not slice myself open with a razor blade. Customers already had these apart and greased them for us. Nice. He's put 4mm worth of preload on it. Oh God. Ooh. BCs are quite nice, aren't they? This bit takes the longest bit, you know, unpackaging it up. We have drop links, but, because these drop links are designed for these, but we have adjustable drop links already on the car. So, we're not going to use them, but we can use them for reference. Because that's the length BC want your drop links, so we can use them for reference really, and then make our own tweaks from there. Overall, I would probably suspect 9 to 10 hours work. So we can crack on with it tonight, get it all fitted, and then, no, I'm gonna get it all stripped tonight, fit it all tomorrow, set up tomorrow night / Thursday, and then I'll be happy with that. But yeah, we've got plenty to do. These are a BC racing coilover, which have all been pre-greased by the customer, so that's very nice. We have all the fitting kits, all the instructions, all the collars, everything is ready to go. So yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to this one. This car is absolutely immaculate as well, isn't it?
A few weeks ago we had the UK's second cleanest Cupra.
Yeah, customer states second cleanest. I actually reckon this could be cleanest 8P. I suppose there was 500 of these left in the UK. They only ever came with 750 of them to the UK. And out of 500, this must be top 10, mustn't it? We look after a few, and one of the ones we look after is ridiculously clean. But this one's supposedly just as clean underneath as it is on top, which would be rare for a PQ38 chassis car, because these are rock boxes nowadays. And that Passat we had in the other day, that's 100% one of the cleanest PQ35 cars I've ever had. So let's see if this one's even better.
We've also got its uncle. I think that's probably the uncle in the corner over here, haven't we, today?
Oh yeah. The Gen 1 R8, which is in for a quite, well, not a bit, it's more just making it a fully working car again. It's got a few gremlins, parking aid doesn't work, needs a gearbox oil change, and also it's got an intermittent oil temperature sensor fault. So that's in for a while. If you work on R8s or you know R8s, if you ever ring up the dealer for parts, everything's on back order. So you can get all your fluids, stuff like that on the shelf. If you need park aid module, it'll be back order. If I need oil temperature sensor, back order. Everything's in Germany, like 10-day order, 10-day working day order. So if you work on R8s or anything like that, they've got to live here for a bit, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, that's in for a few bits. Nothing major. It is lovely. It's been sat for a while, but yeah, that's going to make a proper nice car. Proper nice car. Tony Stark car. That's what as a kid growing up, when I was, how old was I? when that car came, Iron Man came out, I was probably about 12. So that'll always be Iron Man's car to me, that. We're missing something out of the box there. Where are our rear spring adjusters, Mr. Steve? Unless I've just completely overlooked them.
If you watched last week's video, you'll remember me saying that sometimes things don't go to plan. This is definitely one of those moments. The spring that Zach's talking about was actually on the desk of the company that supplied them to the customer over 200 miles away. So we had to get the part overnighted, and it kind of just stopped our day in its tracks. I was in two minds about whether or not I left this next scene in, because our heads fell off a little bit, but I did promise you that there needs to be a good reason for us to cut stuff out, and us having a tough time isn't a good reason. So here we are.
Well, we're fucked, aren't we? Pretty much. Absolutely fucked. Might as well scrap the fucking car at this point.
Right. Yeah, you look good. Hi, mate.
Thank you.
It's the day after.
It's the day after, yeah, and I got a bit carried away because yesterday was very stressful. Very stressful because of the parts issues. But where did we leave it? Did we leave it as they come in overnight?
We left it as we hope they're coming overnight.
Right, and I started going, well, let's strip the car. And did I snap a bolt in front of you, didn't I, last night? Yeah, I did. When you was leaving, I snapped that bolt, didn't I? You said, boom, and you went, what was that? I went, yeah, bolt just snapped. So I actually came in this morning, played around with the R8, and then jumped on this for a little bit. So I'm sorry, bits of this have not been filmed, but we're doing really well. Shall we start on this, or shall I just say what I found on the R8, because it's quite interesting?
Take us through what you've done so far.
Come here, come here, come here. The front BCs are now fitted. I did the top mount chop, the old top mount chop. I did a real nice job of this. So this is what we've cut off. Here. And here is the end result. These scratches here were here before I got there, yeah? So I've just touched them up for the customer, but that looks excellent. We can now get, let me demonstrate, with a ball-headed 5mm Allen key. We can now get camber adjustment on the fly. See how much room we've got. We've got loads of room there now. So that is sexual, may I add, because I've done a good job of that. I've done a good job of that. So I'm really happy with them. We now have rear lower arms loosely on, because that's the bolt I snapped last night when we left, and then I got paranoid going, shit, how am I going to get these off? So I stayed behind last night and did the rear lower arms, which I'll show you when we go in the sky. Shall we go in the sky?
Should we go in the sky?
Yeah, it's... Right, so halfway up, I'll show you what we've done up to now. So the BCs are on. The customer had special spring brakes on these, therefore they've been apart before. So we've redid the preload on the spring. We've gone for a 1mm preload setup. So see how the spring never leaves a perch, so it's safe for MOT, but it's lovely and free. And the customer put quite a bit more preload on it. Probably he's tried to do 4mm. So basically the spring, for example, is 200mm. You put it on the coilover and you wind the cup up and compresses it. That's called preload. So I've just set the preload to 1mm, which is pretty much none. So then that gives us maximum room for droop. Because if I have this wound up tight, we put extra pressure on the spring, which means that this is shorter, so we lose droop. And we spoke about this before about how BCs are a non-helper spring coilover, which means our ride height is determined by this point, the damper length. If you had a helper spring, you could have the damper length however you like it, adjust the ride height on the spring perch. But we don't have that luxury, so we need as much droop as possible, and we can do the ride height from there.
Am I right in remembering the customer wanted a little bit of an increase in ride height?
Yeah, he wanted a little bit more, so I'm going to set it up the same, similar ride heights to the Golf GTI we did, the Club Sport video, which we should link here because that is a belter of a video. So we're going to do a similar ride height to that. BCs now come with drop links made for the job. So we had over here, if you come over here, we had adjustable white line drop links, but they are to replace a standard style drop link, and for some reason the length of these is way too long for that application. So they are not fit for the job unless we had them machined off. The Passat we had in, which you'll see on Instagram, that silver Passat, which was immaculate, the customer come across this problem himself, and he had them turned down by machinists, and he could get the adjustability in there. But they come from BC, so they are the proper length for the job. And yeah, so that's the front. On the back, I'll get a torch. We have, again, adjustable dampers. Nothing's tight, nothing's fitted yet properly. I've set the damper length the same as the Bilstein because that's a known good setting. They come really short, which gives you no droop, and you know I like a lot of droop. Bilsteins are developed on the Nürburgring, so they know all about how damper length is and all that sort of stuff. So I set the backs as a baseline, the same length as the Bilsteins. We've got lower arms on the back, new ones, very loosely fitted up, which because I snapped them bolts yesterday, and I got paranoid and stayed here till bloody 7 o'clock to make sure that my life didn't become a stress. So that's what you heard as you walked out yesterday, was that. But we've got new lower arms on. So yeah, that's where we're up to. And we've just been home and got the bits that I nearly lost my head over. So we have lower mounts, which sit in the factory lower arm, which replace them bits, like that. And then we have the bits we were missing, which is that bit, and another bit we were missing, which I think I found out about yesterday, because we've got Bilsteins on the car. We're missing this original Audi top rubber, which fits in there. So we've got brand new ones of those from Audi. They were, again, shipped out overnight. So we're at a point now where we can actually sort of finish the car. So yeah, here's another thing. Shall we go and check out the old stuff? Have a look at this. So we've got old Bilstein. Now this is interesting. So we've got really nice inverted dampers, just are a bit old. The back adjusters are all seized, everything's seized, but the front, got a coil spring, snapped. Look at that. That's very not good, is it?
Oh wow.
Yeah, like sheared.
What's the, like, has it been welded?
No, that's like the rubber coating for the spring,
Yeah,
which is
well weird, 'cause it's
yeah. Well, that's holding the spring together. It's like a ticking time bomb. So yeah, that's snapped. But someone looks like they've recently put top mounts on. So that must have recently snapped. Well, that's crazy, isn't it? So these are scrap. Customer was hoping to get a nice bit of bank balance back with these really nice adjustable damped Bilsteins, but it's going to need probably a pair of springs, isn't it? And these rubbers are all shot, and them rubbers are crap, and they're knackered. And these arms weren't too bad once we had, done them. Oh, look at this here. Let's not look at it. You're going to have to blur this out. This is a present from our friend Tony.
Amazing.
You have to blur that out. Probably keep that in because that's funny, but you have to blur that out. Springs in, droops, ride heights. And then tomorrow will be setup day. And if you've followed this channel for long enough, you know that setup day is the longest day. To do it properly anyway, you know, to get it how we like it. So yeah, we've not got loads left because I rushed it on a bit. But yeah, let's crack on a little bit. Shall we look at the R8 actually?
Let's have a look at the R8.
Let's look at the R8. So, cave-in for parking aid not working. So, very similar to the Mark 6 video, which everyone's loved. We had Mark 6 in for a similar fault. We had no communication with parking aid module on this car. So, we've checked all the basics, checked the fuses. The next logical step is gain access to the control unit. The same thing we did, same process. And if we, oh no, handbrakes on. Come in. Parking aid lives here, right under the tub here, so right there. See where the rust is? Them bits there? Parking aid lives right there. So we've had all the carpet out. We've noticed it's not even wet. It's like I don't know, it's like fairy liquidy, slippery substance, which is everywhere on that carpet. And we've got it upstairs drying out on the radiator. It's like someone spilled something, wet backed it, fucked everything.
Have they been to where that fire came from?
think they did. I think there's been a Diddy party in that car. Maybe they drove this to Spain and had the Diddy party in Spain. But that now is all, yeah, it's knackered. So the parkade module is knackered. We've tried our best to get the thing going again. But you can see the chips are all fried. But not in the good way. Fried chips, chippy. I love chippy.
Are you happy with that?
I am happy with that. Nearly as good as your BBC joke yesterday.
Nope.
Absolute belter. But yeah, they see that. It's never coming alive, is it? Never coming back. So that is no longer made by Audi. But we spoke to Ricky from RE Performance on Instagram. I just fired him a quick message, see if he had one, and he went, Audi heritage parts or classic parts, whatever, you can get them from there. So we're going to have to make some phone calls and see how much they are, which is probably going to be a fortune, but oh well. Right, back to this. Let me do some measuring. Let's do some measuring. It's easier to lower it than to raise it.
They look short, don't they?
Pardon? They look short, yeah. The BCs are always a bit like this, so. What I'm probably going to do is put the turn plates under the wheels, lower it down, get it really roughed in, go for a drive, and then if I'm really close, then I can just tweak from there. But I'm going to rough it in on the turn plates on the floor here, so then I've got a bit of a fighting chance. Whoa! I wouldn't mind fixing this roll bar as well. Do you know the one we pointed out yesterday with the really short bolts? That one. Wouldn't mind fixing that. It looks crap, doesn't it? See how there's no thread protruding?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks crap. So, right. I've run out of M4 riv nuts.
You whinging about riv nuts again?
Yeah, so I'm going to have to nut and bolt these for now. Panic over. Shall we riv nut and use some EA 888.3 sump bolts? Let's do that.
Last one in. Oh, lovely.
That's good, isn't it? A little bit too long, but we won't lose sleep over that because we've done a riv nut job, and whoever works on this one day is going to thank us for that. Mega, absolutely mega. Proper factory style finish. But they are from them bolts are from a 2015 Cupra we did a sump on the other day. So they're the old bolts. That's good. It's all repurposed. Right, just bang some wheels on and set her down and just have a look. I'm not going to be hopeful. I really don't like this exhaust as well. The pipe's too big, and now it's got a thicker anti-roll bar. Your clearances have just become wrong, haven't they? It's all because of this mount here. So what I might do, slacken off that mount. Let's see what that looks like there. That's where it wants to sit. See that? That's where it wants to sit. But nothing's allowing it to. But then you have issue 2 then, if you do that. Exhaust is just really annoying. So I'll leave that off for now. I'm going to text my man at GSF, see they've got a universal one with multiple holes on, and then we can pick a hole that's better and hope for the best.
Another opportunistic fix?
Yeah, this really annoyed me before when I was working on it. So in there is what holds your arch liner on. You've got a plastic insert and the Torx bit. This was rounded to the point where it was stuck on, and I had to undo the bolt whilst pulling on the arch liner. And I thought, I'm just not interested in putting that back. So we rung up our pals at Audi again, TPS, and we've got a few spares as well, just in case we get it in the future. Yep. So now we have a brand new thread to insert for this Torx screw that was annoying me. And for the extra money, it's worth it. I haven't told the customer yet, maybe I should have, sorry. But he'll appreciate it when he sees that. I hope. I'm just conscious of, ever since you've had my rear arch liners off, it rattles us, you know, it's come a long way, it needs to be right.
I don't know if you've mentioned it yet, this is a customer actually saw one of our videos and decided he wanted to use us.
Yeah, which is happening more and more frequently.
Ace, thank you.
It is ace, it is ace. But we can't keep making these videos unless you do the old like and subscribe
Did
and
you just
hype.
do a segue?
I did, yeah. Begging it, absolute chief beggar. But it is good that we're getting the traction we're getting from these videos, so it's helpful. It's very helpful. Right, let's set it down and go from there.
So normally you set these straight up on the patches.
And when I'm doing ride heights, I like to rough it in the best I can on the floor, and then I finalise it on the patch. So the best way for me to get a rough baseline is to just drop it down onto these turn plates, settle the car, send it up, do the ride out till it's really close, go for a nice drive the car around, settle all the suspension, and then I do my ride out. So I take a bit longer than you should do really, and it's because I'm concerned about the car settling when they're not here. You know, if they do settle and they go down 5 mil or so, when they drive off, then the alignment might be a bit knackered. So I'm conscious of the fact that people travel a long way. I don't want them to have to make the return journey. I don't want that message saying, oh, the steering wheel's gone a bit off center after a week. So I try and settle it the best I can myself. Why is the back so low? That's ridiculously low on the back, isn't it? That's what these are for.
What, rulers? Spacer.
These spacers are for the back. This clicks into the spring cup, and that means we can...
Because you are already at maximum extension, aren't you?
I'm already at max. The max I'm comfortable doing. We can go a bit further, but I'm not comfortable going any higher than that. So what I might do, I'm just going to bounce on the back a little bit and then get that settled. If these are free, that is. Yeah, cool. We've got plenty of room to bounce.
So it is unlikely to go up for a bounce, right? But worth a try.
Looks fantastic, but that's about right, isn't it? Bit too low, I think.
I think it's still a touch low on the back. I'm not the expert.
That obviously, I like that. Needs to come down 5 mil, 10 mil. So my calculations on the Club Sport, I have them in my head, but you've got to remember this is a 1 inch bigger wheel, so I've had to do the maths of half an inch is, I think, 12.7. So I've took away the ride height measurement from the Club Sport, minus 12.7 equals, I think, 70. We're looking at 75 on the front-ish, 85. So the front needs to come down 10 for our target to match the arch gap of the Club Sport. And the back, for now, 65. So that's well too low.
So it's got to come up 10.
It's got to come up quite a lot. So we need to...
I suppose it's going to be different front and back, isn't it?
Yeah, we want the front to be target 70. We need the back to come up 10 mil, pretty much. And we need the front to come down 10 mil. We need the back to come up a bit more than 10 mil. So, yeah. I think the best bet, put these buggers in, go from there. They are approximately
25.
16 mil.
Really?
From where the spring is going to sit to there. So we'll put them in. That'll probably... We might use that as our reference then, if we do that, and go from there. Oh, much better. Much better. We can't go much higher than this, though, Steve. So this might determine our. This might determine our front ride height this here, because that's happy there, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's happy there, so we need to probably determine our front ride height off the happiness of that. Oh, let's nip that up actually. I'm happy with spring preload, so let's tighten them up. I'm really, really happy with that. Oh! I tighten them up. You can tell, Hercules. Polski power. What?
Different type of strength.
Oh.
Polish power.
Yeah. I just heard what you just said behind the camera.
I didn't say anything, mate.
I miss it when you don't talk. It makes me feel better when you do talk. Yeah, so that's going to pull the wheel up. So we're losing droop when we do this because we have no helper spring, which is sad. Need to stop swearing. Been told off about that. Amy's mum watched our videos and told me to stop swearing. Oh yeah!
Oh,
Is that looking more like it?
I think so.
That looks, what do you think? Much more like it, doesn't it?
That's right, mate.
Need to check the fuel level. The back looks a bit too high to me, visually. A tad too high, but nothing bad. We are close here. That's my target, 75. That was what I wanted. Here's the dilemma I always have, it's a road car. It's a road car, so it has to look good at Cars and Coffee, doesn't it? So I like to do driver weight I like to do ride heights without driver weight, and then put driver weight in, double check, and then just meet in the middle somewhere. So like, it looks good at Cars and Coffee, but then it's optimal. Maybe this is why I just mince around the workshop all day, just doing ride heights, because yeah, this car's it's probably going to be more important for it to look good rather than be like 0.5% better on the road. That's what my mindset is with this car, especially. Yeah, that side this needs to come down a little bit. So that's 75 on the nose. The front right, front left 72. So what I might do now is, because we've ballpark, might go for just a drive up and down the road and then finalise them in the comfort of, well, just chilling out. Let's go here. Right, back on the RS3 another day. I spent last night getting the ride height sorted. I've just finalised them this morning on the flat patch. So we've gone for a zero rake setup because
Take us through this is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's basically cars from stock. Normally the rear end's higher than the back end, and that's so then you can load up the car for one. You put passengers in it, and the back end's through a decent working range, and it's not too, back heavy. That's for the road car side of it. If you wanted to have positive rake in a race car setting, it's so then the car moves around a bit. So the back is a bit higher, the weight transfer, it's wanting to move on its axis a little bit. Sent the photo to the customer. He was like, can the back go a bit lower? Right, okay, so we've gone for a bit lower at the back. So we've gone for a zero rake setup just for aesthetic purposes, really. 8Ps the body lines are really weird, like this swage line through the middle. This is so low compared to that. It's like 25 centimetre difference from the front to the back of the car.
It does sort of
so when you have a proper look back, the natural body lines make it seem like it's going downhill, even though the arch gaps, as you can see, identical, absolutely identical. They are exactly the same. So that car is completely zero rake, measuring like a road car, that is, measuring from the center of the wheel to the arch, center of the wheel to the arch. They are identical. So zero rake with 3/4, 2/3 of a tank of fuel, so just over half. So with a full tank, that'll be negative rake. With stuff in the boot, it's going to be negative. It is what it is. The customer wanted that. And with driver weight, I'm setting this car up without driver weight for the ride height, specifically because, like the Cars and Coffee effect, it's not a track car, so we've got to switch our mindset a little bit and set this up like he's walking away and locking it at Cars and Coffee. Boom, looks good, perfect. So that's what we're aiming for, rather than that GTI we did, where we're aiming about rake. We're really conscious of, we don't really care as much about the way it looks, we only care about the way it performs. So this is more, we've got to make sure it looks bang on, which I'm really happy with that. Wouldn't you agree? Would you agree, Mr. Steve?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and the ride heights are perfect front to rear. With a bit of driver weight, it's going to be probably going to look exactly how you want it. But yeah, I'm happy with this. So we're going to crack on and do the alignment now. I'm pretty much done. I've paint marked, torque sealed everything. I've put the little covers on because I was happy with the ride height, which I'll show you when we're underneath. That's about it. So I just need to just string it now.
What are you aiming for in the alignment?
Depending if the rear plays ball. All depends if the rear plays ball. I want 2 degree camber on the back, 2.5 on the front, because why not use all this new adjustment we've got? We might as well use it a bit. The last setup was on a Hunter machine. I've got the print out. It was like 1.4 camber all round. So we're gonna just do some dramatic changes. So we're gonna 2.5 front, 2 back, probably do 0 toe all around to keep it spicy. It would be nice to do toe out on the front to eliminate Audi steer completely, but it's a road car and you just absolutely muller your tires. So we're gonna go for quite a bit of camber. Customer actually does want quite a bit of camber. He wants it to sit real nice. So this car is 50% show car, 50% performance. So we're gonna do similar to what we did on that white GTI, because that just looked bang on, didn't it? That looked bang on. So we're gonna, yeah, we'll do that.
Right, where are we up to?
Right, set the ride heights with no driver weight, just for what we were talking about, so it looks good in like a car park, 0 rake. We've put driver weight in. It's now got 1 millimeter of reverse rake, so the back's a little bit lower, but not a problem. The way the car came in originally, the front was 5 mil lower than that, but the back was like here, wasn't it? Remember how low it was? It was crazy low. So overall, a lot more balanced. Camber wise, we've done the camber. The back actually came loose, which is a rare occasion. So thank you. That's good. So we've managed to dial the back in to -2, and we've managed to dial the front in to -2.5, and it looks epic, absolutely epic. The proportions of it are now race car, mild race car. He actually wanted in between fast road and track. So we've gone a bit higher on the cambers, but we're going to keep the toe quite neutral. So it's a real nice balance. You've helped me with this, so we've roughed in the toe, because toe affects camber on the back massively. So we'd set the camber roughly 2. We then did the toe, and then the camber went to like 2.3. So we've just redone the back camber again. We'll redo the toe, and then that'll be perfect. But the toe was miles out. The front was a mile out because we'd added so much camber, it towed the car in, naturally towed the car in. So we've straightened that back up, trekked it all again, and I believe now the cambers are set proper, and we can just do the toe now, which is good. I spent an hour or so this morning playing around with the exhaust because it was banging everywhere. I've spaced it, bent it, blah, 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 blah. And under full load now, it's not touching the anti-roll bar, which is good. On full droop, it's very close, and it will probably rattle a little bit, but on ride height, it's fine. So the customer needs to go and get a bit of a custom exhaust done. But apart from that, we are ready just for some toe adjustments, aren't we? But I think, hopefully, we've only had to take 0.2 out the last time we went round on the back. So I'm hoping the toes aren't too far out now, and it's pretty much probably an hour and it's done, isn't it? So we are very close. I'm looking forward to this one.
How's it going down there, mate?
Okay, just locking it off. I need some better core strength, because this hurts. Okay, I think that's one side done. Probably check it now, but I should check it once I've wiggled the wheel, check the center of the wheel. But it's a bit in between halves, this bit being a bit problematic, but it's okay.
It has been half an hour fighting half a mil, hasn't it?
Yeah, I just want to get it bang on first time. So that's 21 and like 0.75. 21 point, yeah. Okay, I think I'm okay there, but we'll wiggle the wheel once I've done the other side and just triple check we're okay. And then we can go for a road test. Very close, very, very close. A floor and the fuel tank, there's a little control unit, so yeah, that's it. Oh, there you go.
Cool. So we're technically aligned.
Done. Yeah, we're fighting like 0.25 of a mil, because we're measuring the toe and it's doing 0.5 somewhere and then a full somewhere. So it's the worst kind of alignment really, where it's in between 0.5 mil, because it's really hard to see on the ruler. But I think we have sussed it. We're gonna take the strings off, get it off the patch. We'll only slide the patch away for a little bit. We'll go for a drive, confirm it, send it back up, triple check all our work, and then it's done, isn't it? Obviously scuttle. Might put the scuttle on now actually, because it's raining, we need the wipers on. So I'll do that, because I know the camber's perfect. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get the scuttle on and then go for a drive.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's got K-brace on the back.
It's got what, sorry?
One of them weird little K-braces on the back. They creak and bang like mad.
If it looks like we've both gone a bit quiet, it's because we have. When you've spent 3 days working on a car and you take it out and you get a noise like the noise you can hear in the background here, things get a little bit nervy and a little bit tense. Good news and bad news. The good news is we found out what it was. The bad news was it was a giant bolt in the tyre from who knows where. So we got it fixed and of course let the customer know this isn't the first time they're finding out about it, but we're glad it was something as simple as a bolt in the tyre and not something deeper in the suspension that we'd spent 3 days putting together.
It's hard to tell if cars are straight with this much camber. Apart from that knock, it drives alright, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That felt straight, did it you?
Yeah.
Hold the steering wheel straight, it drives straight. Let's see what it does if we let go of the steering wheel, see if it drags anywhere, because it could be. I know the tyres are pretty new on the front, but they can be slightly scrubbed here or there, you know, causing them to follow the road a bit. So let's see where the steering wheel wants to sit. Yeah, that's alright, isn't it?
That's right.
We'll call that good. It's hard to tell when you got a lot of camber as well. But that funny noise from the back end. Back left definitely, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
I'll give him a quick bell and just see what that K brace noise makes. Because I know I've got a few customers with K braces. They make the most stupid amount of noise in the world.
It does sound like it's coming from outside, not inside though, doesn't it?
Just for now. We'll see. I'll give him a bell. But yeah, I'm happy with that overall. It's going to be very hard to tell if the car's 100% straight due to the amount of camber we've just put on the car, because the car will follow the road a bit more, especially with this sort of tow as well. We're not towing out, so we're not darting it on the road, but because factory is a tiny bit in, we've gone zero, the car will have a tendency to follow the road and stuff. But when we was on that smooth bit, that's my test little bit there, holding it straight, was driving straight. When we let go, it was going straight. So that's all we can do, isn't it? That is all we can do. It's such a big camera lens, that. But yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at that noise, give the customer a ring and just double check, because K-braces can make so many bad noises. I'll double check, and then I'm obviously going to send it up quality control my work anyway, make sure everything's nice and tight, and then pretty much there, aren't we?
Job's a good one.
Job's a good one. So yeah, are we going to leave it here or shall we have a look?
I like doing an outro in a car. We'll have a look. But
We'll have a look. All right, we'll just call it here because we are 99% done. So yeah, thanks again. If you've made it this far, again, do the likes and the subscribes and all the hype stuff, because it helps. It really does. And last video's done amazing. Actually, last video will be the Cosy video. So the video before that did amazing.
Cosy video might have done shit.
It might have done, yeah. But we'll see. Yeah, thanks again. Job's a good one. Job's a good one. Insane. Insane. Great stuff. Right, let's get out of it.
Mate, I don't know what you've done or how you've done it, but this car is fucking incredible. But I've just taken a corner that I know really well. Normally the back end jumps out, the front end pushes wide. It literally, I was pushing it hard. I could have gone more. If you said to me now, Audi's understeer, and I didn't know what Audis were and I drove this, I'd say you're bullshitting.
Yeah, done. Cool. You stood there?
Walk out of shot. Looks cool when you walk out of shot.
Okay. Well, mic drop.